Hey YouTube, welcome back to Along for the Ride and happy 2022. First off, I'd like to apologize for the delay in content creation. It's been kind of a rough start to 2022. With the switch to online learning, me as a teacher have been creating videos, not for the channel, but creating videos for my students, and then got hit by a bout of COVID. So the last week I haven't really felt like being in front of the camera, but here we are and we're good to go, feeling a bit better. So first off, I want to thank all those of you that are watching and subscribing. We're almost at the 200 mark for subscribers on our channel, so it's growing and getting lots of views. So I appreciate that and thank you very much. So if you are watching and you're not subscribing, take a minute to hit that subscribe button and become part of our community. And then that way there, the channel will grow and you'll be part of it, and you'll get notifications if you click on the notification bell as to when some new videos are coming up. And we got something exciting coming up this weekend. We're gonna have the camera rolling and share that with you as well. So hit that subscribe button and come along for the ride for that one. So as 2022 rolls on, we definitely are getting more and more information around the EV truck world, and some good news and some bad news. And I recently received an email from my dealership saying that ordering was gonna open up soon here in Canada, which is great. And even better is the fact that if we're not in the beginning bit of that ordering availability, we're going to be able to order future year models, which is good because I was a little concerned I'd be ordering a 2022 in 2024. So feeling good about that. On the bad news side of things, Ford USA opened up their Lightning Configurator sites. You can go in and build and price. Why do we call that bad news? Wouldn't that be good news? Well, it's good news on their end, bad news on our end, but also bad news because when you look at the details in the fine print, somehow Ford decided to downgrade the XLT version of the F-150 Lightning. As you know, I've recently upgraded my 2018 F-150 to a 2021 F-150 and loving the vehicle. And if you haven't seen that video, take a look at the walk around, click on the card up there and take a look, and you'll get a sense of what I'm driving right now. That being said, the upgrade from the 2018 F-150 302 Sport package to the 2021 was fantastic. Ford packed it full of new tech, new buttons, new features, and definitely a more comfortable ride from 2018 to 2021. So my question to Ford is why did you mess with the XLT level of the Lightning by getting rid of some of those features? It's not a lot, but I gotta say it's enough to kind of make me wonder what's going on. Start with a disclaimer here. First off, everything that we're using and going to talk about today is US based because that's where the configurator is now open. I live up in Canada, so things are a little different, and I'm kind of crossing my fingers that things might be a little bit different. To start the video off, or to start my research off, I went through and actually built my truck on the US configurator site just to see what it would look like, and so we were comparing apples to apples. Turns out that my truck that I'm driving right now, US price is $56,000, Canadian price $62,000, and which is not quite just Canadian exchange. But that gives us something to compare to, because when you jump in and you start building your Lightning, those prices are going to be US as well. My reason for staying with the XLT model really just boils down to how much truck I need. The 2021 XLT is a fantastic truck. I love the features, probably has all the features I need it to have. Not really missing the power folding mirrors, which is something that I really wanted to get on the XLT, but living without it. And again, take a look at the video if you want to see what I'm really loving about the truck. But it's got a ton of features. So I don't have anything against the Lariat, I just don't think I need to go to that level. So when you jump in the configurator, let's take a look at the XLT model. So first thing I noticed when I'm in the configurator is we don't have a lot of options. You can go extended range or regular range. Notice that when you don't put the extended batteries on the XLT, versus the Lariat, they're about $15,000 difference. But when you compare them with extended range batteries, all of a sudden that difference closes and it's only $5,000 difference. But the big difference being that we're starting at a $70,000 vehicle instead of ending at a $56,000 vehicle. So if I start the build on the XLT model, first thing I notice is they don't have near as many colors as they have with the non-Lightning model. Definitely don't have space white, which is a nice color. So we'll just leave it at a free color because I'm not really interested in spending money on paint. Dual motor, extended range battery, absolutely. And I noticed they only have one equipment group. And this is where my concern starts to happen right off the bat. Not that it's just one equipment group, but about halfway down the list of equipment group, they talk about the 10-way power adjustable driver's seat. They do not talk about a power passenger seat. And we all know that if you don't have a power seat, you tend to be limited in the amount of range or the amount of movement that that seat does allow for. So my truck right now has power on both. I'm not sure why they took that out of there. Some neat additions is the tailgate step is standard and the tailgate work surface is standard. So my tailgate would be protected. So that's kind of cool. Already wondering what's going on with Ford and the XLT and why they pulled that power adjustable passenger seat out of there. Underneath packages, we've got the Max Trailer Tow Package and the Tow Technology Package. So we'll definitely add the Tow Technology Package because that has the Pro Trailer Backup Assist. It's got the brake controller, smart hitch, etc., etc. So kind of important there. And then we get into exterior features. So we get don't have different wheels, you only get the one. You got different tires, there's a bunch of stuff for the bed, etc., etc. Get about halfway down on this, or 3/4 of the way down, and you'll notice that the Windows rear privacy glass is included, but it does not have an option for the power sliding window on the XLT model. Again, in my opinion, that's a key feature of the truck. I can't tell you how often I open that window to let a breeze come through. It creates great draft, so you don't have to turn on the air conditioning. And I just don't understand why they wouldn't include it as part of the XLT model. So not really sure what's going on there, but that's a bummer. So we're missing power seats on the passenger side, we're missing the rear privacy glass, and we knew we were going to miss the twin panel moonroof. So all that said and done, a bunch of other stuff here we can add to it. So when we get down to the bottom of it, we are looking at now a $75,000, $76,000 vehicle from a $56,000 vehicle priced in the US. So a $20,000 US difference on a truck that is electric, missing a few features, but it means I don't have to stop at a gas station and fill up with fuel. That's not exactly what I was looking for, especially since that's US, which is probably closer to $30,000, $35,000 Canadian. If we take a look at the Lariat, still just one equipment group, but you'll notice if you take a look at the Lariat equipment group, it's got everything. It's got the Tow Technology Package, it's got the twin panel moonroof, it has power tilt telescoping steer column with memory, second row heated seats, the lockable stuff underneath the seat, so it is loaded. So there's not much we really need to add to this. If we get into the exterior end of things and scroll down again, we got all our box stuff that we could add, but we'll notice now that the rear power sliding window is included in the Lariat model, as is the twin panel moonroof, like it was mentioned above. So this is the truck that has all the features that I really like. It's got a few more that I probably don't need, but would enjoy. And it comes in at US, all the way down here, $79,000. So $80,000 truck, which is like more than I want to spend on a truck. So the big question here is do I really stick with the XLT model and sacrifice some features? Or do I look at going up to the Lariat and getting all the features I want to get? I don't have anything against the Lariat. I mean, it's essentially the same truck. I just didn't want to have to go to that level if I didn't need to go to that level for a vehicle. Is it worth the $30,000 difference in terms of the electric vehicle over the non-electric vehicle? Spending an extra $35,000 on a vehicle doesn't seem like it's saving me anything. I mean, I want to be the guy that says I drive an electric vehicle. I want to be the guy that's doing something nice for an environment, something sustainable for the future. But at $30,000 to get there, I'm not sure it's in the cards right now. Nor do I want to make that payment every month just to say that I don't have to stop at a gas station and fill up for gas. Maybe the EVs aren't right for me, or maybe the EV truck isn't what's right for me right now. I don't think I do enough driving. I'm wondering if there's a threshold there around how many kilometers you do per vehicle in order to say that, you know what, it's worth it to go to EV. I'm sure that it's beneficial if I was to go to something smaller and go to something less expensive. I'm not sure I want to start pulling a trailer every time I have to go somewhere. And I got to think about the Sea-Doos as well. Lots of things to consider. Not so cut and dry as it used to be. Are you still thinking EV truck? Are you looking at something different? Leave your thoughts in the comment below and let me know what you're thinking. At $100,000, that's a lot to swallow for a vehicle. I've never spent $100,000 on a vehicle before. Not sure I want to start doing it now. Anyways, we've got an exciting EV thing happening this weekend, so feel free to click that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and when that video comes out, you'll be notified and you'll be able to see what we're doing in the world of EVs. Thanks. Thanks for checking us out, and stick around for Along for the Ride.